So you have to write them correctly. What is a compound? It's a mixture of two or more elements, like H2O, two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. We have one molecule of water. Same thing applies in grammar. When you have one word and one word, you mix them together, you get what we call a compound word. You can have a compound noun, and you can also have a compound adjective, and also compound adverbs. So a compound noun is when you have two words mixed together, they act as one noun. Let me give you some examples. When you say airport, airport is technically two words, air and port. When you mix them together, you have what we call a compound noun. The same thing applies to homework, home and work. So it is the work that you do when you go home. Car park is a compound noun, which means a parking lot. Parking lot, American English, car park, British English. Or ice cream, self-respect, mother-in-law. A mother-in-law is the mother of your wife or husband. So if you notice, we have three different types of compound nouns. The first type, when you have two words with no space. The second type, when you have two words with the space. The third type is when you have words, but they have hyphens in between. So how would you decide how to write this noun? You will never know. The only way to know is to memorize them by heart. So there's no specific rule that decides how to write a compound noun. Now, why is this important? Because compound nouns in the IELTS exam, we're talking about the ones with hyphens and the ones with no spaces. When I say with hyphens, like when you say self-respect, this is a compound noun with a hyphen, and the ones without spaces, like homework. These ones in the IELTS exam are counted as one word. In the IELTS exam, if you don't know, especially in the listening and the reading, if you write the answer in a different way that's mentioned in the dictionary, you're going to get a 0. Okay, they're not going to give you half a mark. They're going to give you a full 0. So if a compound noun is written differently, it is considered to be incorrect. For example, if you wrote blackboard like this, you're going to get a black 0. Why? Because if you go to the dictionary, it is not written like this. This is incorrect. This is 0. It is written like this. How would you know? Check the dictionary. Have some omega-3 pills so you have a strong memory. Or fish oil. Go to the vitamin store, the pharmacy. Tell them I keep forgetting. So you have to write them correctly. Lovely, lovely. And also in the writing, if you write words incorrectly, without a hyphen, for example, like you wrote self-respect without a hyphen, this is going to affect your score in the lexical resource. So you have to pay attention to spelling. So that's all I wanted to say about compound nouns.